Hey fam, welcome to Who Are You? Curious Stories of Family Lore. Today, for our special 10th episode, we are going to be doing an Across the Pond collaboration with General Lee from Subconscious Realms. We hope you enjoy this as we take a deep dive into witches, tasseography, premonitions, folk horror, and all things in between.
Welcome to another episode of Subconscious Realms. I'm your host, General Lee, and for tonight, Swapcast, it's a true honour to be recording with tonight's guest, being one of the hosts and creators of YouTube channel Who Are You podcast. Now then, Wietze,
Hello.
please tell me I've got your name right.
Close, Wietze, but
Excuse me,
close, pretty much, yeah.
Wietze. Yeah, just
Yeah.
before we started recording, you told me a bit. Can you go into what your name again? How it come by? I thought it was quite interesting.
My grandma, so my grandma Doris, she grew up on a farm and she was raised by her grandpa and her grandma. And her grandpa Jesse was Dutch and he used to call her grandma Wietze. And when she
Ah, right, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. When she asked what it meant, her grandpa said that it meant like an adorable pain in my ass, essentially. He said that. Uh, and so that got passed down. And when I started doing family research, I traced some of that lineage back to Frisian Dutch, and the word Wietze means like wild sea and all this, or wilt sea. I traced it back to this one baby that was born on a ship, and Wiltsey was the name. So it somehow got like twisted through generations, but there was hints of truth to it, so
Yeah.
we stuck with
Hey,
it.
it's a quality story as well, isn't it? But imagine that. So what would it be classed as then? Like being born like mid journey like that? Could he could he be one or the other? I don't know. How would that work?
Well, so his mom was on the ship from Luxembourg to the
Yeah.
US in, I want to say, 16 to 1700s time frame. And he was born in international waters,
Yeah.
and so he was given the name Wiltsea because that like meant wild sea,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's when they got to wherever they went passaged through, I believe, New York City, the southern tier of the city.
Right.
Um, they were just given the name Wiltsea because they were like trying to explain what happened, and they were like, okay, Wiltsea next kind of deal.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. This is an appropriately chosen name, I would say.
well, thank you.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. So it's only recently we've crossed paths, and I'll tell you what, mate. Some of the content that you're covering and like your background, I'm beyond intrigued at your family's background. Um, would you like to start by that, please? It's like I said, beyond
Yeah.
intriguing for sure.
Yeah. So we kind of mentioned over Instagram chat, which is kind of what led us to wanting to do this, is I had mentioned that one of the rumors in my family was that we came from a line of witches that were chased out of England in some way or another.
Yeah,
And the visual that was painted was that because we had a gray streak in our hair, it's genetic, and I actually have it. Hold on, let me turn this on really quick for you to see. This is natural
yeah,
in the front.
yeah,
So you can see where it's dirty blonde, but then it's white. So this, and I part it, to try to emphasize it. So that is all natural. I've not done nothing to that.
Ah,
So
that's cool as shit. That, by the way, it looks quality.
my mom had it too. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it does.
My mom had it too. Um, so I was like, okay, well, so that's validation right there genetically, like we have that mark. And so I was like, okay, well, I want to figure out where we came from. So we started with the Clinch family because that was what we were always told, that was our English relatives. They are our ancestors from England.
So,
So I started with that line.
Clinch family. That's Clinch. Was that?
Yes. Yep.
Thank you.
And I traced it back. Richard Clinch is the grandfather who immigrated in the late 1800s at 21 years old. And so I was like, okay, well, that wasn't during the English Civil War. That wasn't during, the Witchfinder general, who you're gonna probably mention more, accurately than I ever could. But that wasn't the same time frame, and you're the one that actually told me that. So I was like, okay, we had to go back farther because somewhere along the lines, this Malin streak, this mark of the witch, got our family in trouble. And so I was able to trace back every wife of the Clinch line back to England and maiden names, and I tried to connect them to names known to be, quote unquote
Yeah,
witches, that were persecuted or executed by the Witchfinder general. And none of the names matched, but something interesting that came up. If we go all the way back to 1661, Solomon Clinch, my grandfather 8 times removed, married Frances Clinch. Well, Frances Clinch does not exist any time before that. You can't find any records of her specifically or her maiden name. So we can't find that.
yeah.
This was in I'm going to say this so wrong, and I'm so sorry. Faversham in Kent?
Faversham. Hey,
Yes.
well done.
Yes, thank you. She was married to Solomon Clinch in 1661, and she was 70 years old, and he was like 30.
What?
One of the stories was that there was one of our ancestors and their family snuck out of somewhere in England underneath hay, like they hid under hay in a carriage, and that carriage took them out of a city, and then they got, somewhere else and they hid. And that's the lore of my family, and the versus like the little bit of record that I could find through going through, you know, with last
Yeah,
names and the limited access to records that I have.
yeah. Well, I know the law, a law did come out, but with regards to witch hunting, it still went on. I mean, it's down on record, like you're saying, is especially with the escaping with hay on bales or however they did it.
Yeah.
That's something that is on record to have gone on. So that's highly likely that, especially down that way.
Wow. That's really cool
Yeah,
to
it's
know.
crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
See if we can get some more on that actually, but yeah, I mean, you've not watched Witchfinder General yet, have you?
No, you actually told me about them. I had no idea this existed. I didn't know about the Civil War of England or any of that. Uh, so I would have had no idea the significance of the year 1661, where that was kind of like where when the witch hunts were in their prime, from the brief, research I did.
Yeah,
So, I was able to kind of pinpoint. There's some bizarre connections. Frances was in her 70s, but was having kids with Solomon somehow into her 90s.
that's
There's
strange, that,
something
isn't
off
it?
there.
Yeah, that don't add up, that,
Yeah.
especially back then as well. I didn't even,
Yes.
not many people lived that old back then. You know, just imagine they did
Yeah.
anyway.
So something was forged because there's also like it says that she was born before like 1580 and I'm like if she was born before 1580 that's not possible. So
Sounds like somebody's
something's
just
off,
making
it's
stuff up
fishy.
on, don't they? But
Yeah.
it's hilarious, isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah, I mean,
So
there could be some connection to, like King James the First. He wrote a book around that time as well. You're right, actually. But he wrote a book on demonology. A book on
oh yeah, yeah,
demonology.
yes. I've heard of this, yes.
Yeah, strange. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff was going on back then.
So bizarre. And
Yeah,
like 1666, all of those dates.
yeah.
What do you know about the Witchfinder General?
Matthew Hopkins. What do I know about Matthew Hopkins?
Yeah. Like let's say for like my listeners, the listeners listen my listeners, the listeners for our podcast, Who Are You? Curious Stories of Family Lore. They they might want to know like who is this guy? What are they talking about, witch hunter?
Matthew Hopkins. Yeah, he was a witch hunter from 1620 to 12th of August 1647, allegedly. Um,
Mm.
this was during the English Civil War, and it was mainly active down the East Anglia side of England, which would be, um, my geography. Yeah, like the south, southeast, like more down, nowhere near where I am, put it that way. It's quite posh down that way.
Yeah, Kent is southern, right? Like southern
Yeah,
England.
yeah, southern east.
And then a lot of like the witch hunts were happening more like centralized, right?
It was all over really. I mean, there's some coming up to. I mean, there's the Preston. There's stuff that went on in Preston, which is northwest, but pretty close to where I am. It was all over really, but predominantly he was one of the witch hunters. What had there was one of the most notorious, if that makes sense.
Mm, yeah.
I mean,
I oh go ahead.
the film. I mean, I know like films are far-fetched and all that, but I think if you watch that, you'll understand what I mean by
Yeah. I saw the poster and he looks absolutely terrifying.
Oh, I'll tell you what, mate. Right, the part Vincent Price plays, unbelievable, unbelievable.
We might have to do a follow-up episode where
Yeah,
we I watch it, you watch it, and we talk about it and then we relate it to facts.
yeah. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, it's a crazy film. It's a good one as well, especially if you like folk horror. I mean,
Yes.
like I grew up watching stuff like that, like the old Hammer stuff and Tygon and Amicus pictures and all that. The classics, them, aren't
Awesome.
they?
Awesome. I watch stuff like this is probably gonna tell you a lot about me. The Evil Dead, um,
Oh,
and stuff like the like Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, like the classic American horror serial killer type stuff.
yeah,
But
yeah.
there was also like there were films that I don't know the names of. There were like these really like gaudy 1980s American horror, real bad, real badly done, but like so good. And I can't think of a single one, but I can see the posters in my head. Like one had I think one was Pumpkinhead or something, but
Pumpkinhead, yeah.
that's
I remember
my
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
my level.
Hey,
So,
they're classics then, mate. I'll be actually. Oh, mate, have you seen that? You mentioned Evil Dead. Have you seen that Evil Dead Rise?
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
I
did.
think that's an amazing addition to it to the quote
I
franchise.
agree.
Yeah,
Yes.
brilliant, isn't it?
Oh,
I loved it, mate.
I I am so it's so weird to say this. Like I hate gore, but I
Yeah.
also am fascinated with how Hollywood can portray it. So it's like this really
Oh
like
yeah,
I
I
have to
know.
look away, but I can't look away,
Yeah,
like kind of thing. So,
yeah.
oh, it's good. It's good.
It's like
Um,
how it evolves as well, the gore and horror in general. Like, because there's a spell where they were like basically copying other horror films, and you could tell they were too predictable. But some films
mhm.
now, they're just incredible. And
Ha have you seen the film? This is kind of random, but you're talking about incredible films. This one was was psychological in a weird way.
yeah,
Vivarium?
Vivarium, Vivarium. Has it got the dude with the curly hair in it?
It does with the long neck. I don't know his
What do
name.
you mean a long neck?
He's got a slightly longer
I
neck. I
love
don't
it.
know. He seems like he could see really high over fences.
I love it. Yeah, whoever. I think I know what you mean.
So
Quality.
good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's creepy, it's weird, it's unexpected, it makes you
Bavarian.
uncomfortable. They use color and sound and like just really good stuff there.
Yeah, mate. Nice one. That's how it should be, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, also it's a full moon. We didn't say that. It's a full moon.
It's full
It's
moon.
November full moon.
Yeah,
Yes, I gotta look it up. Let's see
and
what's the
it's
name of it.
bonfire night as well, isn't it? Well, it was.
It's a beaver moon tonight.
A
But it's
beaver
a
moon.
super beaver moon. Yes, it's a super beaver moon tonight.
Oh, nice one.
So,
Super beaver.
fun fun fact, super beaver moon, some history right on the
Fuck's sake.
fly. This name comes from the historical period when beavers were trapped for their pelts during this month, which was also when they were most active in building their winter lodges. So, wow, this is for all the beavers that were murdered while they were just trying to
Yeah.
build their lodges.
Wow. That's crazy, isn't it? Oh, I never knew that. Nice one.
Yes.
I
Yes. Well,
nearly
it
choked
only
then.
makes sense that we are it only makes sense that we're doing this during a full moon and talking about witches. So,
Yes. Do you know something? It's like I said to you, I've said this a few times now. Oh, it's proper for me. It's one of the most, if not the most, overlooked like uh, realm is witches, and I like how important they are really. Well, their
yeah,
contribution to all the weirdness, and that is a huge compliment.
yeah.
Where would we be without them?
I wouldn't exist, I'm pretty sure, because it's so ingrained into every part of my family history,
Yeah,
Like we've always talked about, oh, the women of our family, they were in the back rooms practicing fortune telling with tea leaves. And I'm like, what? That's amazing. And then,
it's
stories of the our
incredible.
family being chased out because of our Malin streak. It's just
Yeah,
I've always been drawn to magic, and magic can mean something to different to everybody, but the ability
yeah,
to connect with energy and ancestral spirits and celestial beings of sorts. And
yeah,
again, I don't have a lens for what I think exists beyond this realm, if you will, but I think that this is a multi-dimensional existence and everything is happening simultaneously all at once somehow. and witches are in tune to it, or the chosen ones, which leads me to I wanted to share with you a little bit about the Malin streak because the white streak in the hair because it kind of ties right into witches and it translates through multiple cultures. So this talking about the power of witches,
Yeah.
well, they exist everywhere in every single place in time and every single culture. They just express that power in different ways. And the white streak is a way that kind of brings recognition to those powers.
Yeah.
So genetically, if we're talking scientifically, because there's always going to be those guys, it's called
Yeah.
poliosis.
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 How do we spell that? Wietze, please.
It's
Yeah.
Poliosis.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a lack of hair pigment. It's just over time, the pigment goes away and your hair grows out, and it is often white. It's usually can be in a circular patch, different shapes, or, commonly streaked in the front like mine.
Yeah.
But I always, thought it was, oh no, I'm getting old too young, and once I learned it was actually cool, I was like, never mind, I'm not getting old. I'm just the chosen one. So the and I don't know specifically what culture, but in pop culture, in like like Disney we were mentioning before, the
Yeah.
villain is oftentimes displayed with a Malin streak
Like
because it's
Cruella de
seen
Vil.
as a sign of Cruella
Yeah.
de
Yeah.
Vil. If you think of X-Men, is it Storm or Rogue from X-Men had the Malin streak.
All
Um,
right. Yes, there's a
who
couple
else?
actually.
Frankenstein.
Come think of it now.
Yeah, yeah. Frankenstein
Wow,
had the
mate.
Malin streak.
Yeah.
Go on and on. You'll notice it more now. Um, so this has been seen as a sign of witchcraft or a touch by the fairies, spirits, or ancestors, a mark of power. Native American cultures like the Cherokee or the Creek Native American tribes believed that it was a thunder mark. It
I've
was
also
a
been hit
sign that you
by
were,
as if they've been hit by lightning or thunder or.
yes,
Sorry to
and
interrupt them, mate.
survived. Like, no, but no, you finished my sentence. You didn't interrupt. You finished my sentence.
Thank you.
So, and it's crazy. So something else about me is for my college thesis, I electrocuted film. Just I'm related to Benjamin Franklin, who invented, quote unquote, harnessed
Ben,
electricity.
sorry, love. You related to Benjamin Franklin?
Yes, that's why I started the podcast.
Seriously?
Yes, he is my first cousin, 9 times removed. Or 10 times removed. He's my dad's first cousin, 9 times removed. We share a grandfather, basically.
All right, okay. What does that I'm now? Please, call me all you want. But I've been smoking. What does 9 times
It's
remove
alright.
me? What does 9 times remove me, mate?
Wait, what?
What does 9 times remove mean?
Oh, my bad. It means 9 generations back.
All right, okay.
So
Sorry.
my grandfather 10 generations back is Benjamin Franklin's actual just regular grandfather.
That's crazy, that, isn't it?
It is because, the whole thing with electricity, I was researching my ancestry when I was in college, and I
Yeah.
found out I was related to him right as my white hair was coming in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was just starting to go white, and I was like, that I was feeling like I was getting old because I went to college later than all my classmates. And so I was like freaking out about identity and who I was. So I started doing my research into my ancestry. And then I
Yeah.
found out I was related to Benjamin Franklin. And so I was like, well,
Then the
what did
white
he
came.
do?
The street came.
Yeah, and then the streak came and he harnessed electricity. I read his autobiography and long story short, I found that he used a Wimshurst machine to study electrostatics. Electrostatics, it's like a wheel that produces a charge. You
All
make
right,
you make
okay.
lightning essentially using a wheel.
Right.
So I was like, I'm gonna get one of those. So I got one. I got a replica of his and I put it into my photographic darkroom in the basement of the house I was living in at the time.
Yeah.
And in complete darkness, I electrocuted large format negatives and I captured lightning on the film. And they're called voltagrams. I do it a certain way and I teach
Voltograms.
workshops, but yeah, I'll have
Voltograms.
to, I'm gonna send you one on Instagram.
Oh, thank you.
Well, actually, yeah, I'll send you a link to one of them. But
Nice
yeah,
one.
so I electrocute film because I'm related to Benjamin Franklin and it caused my white streak to show up more. And then I find out that the white streak is like the mark of a witch, or according to Cherokee and Creek Native American culture, it's the thunder mark, the struck by lightning, but also the spirit kin meant to carry messages from the ancestors into the future.
Wow, that's like
So,
even more intriguing now. Mate,
yeah.
it looks cool. It looks super cool anyway. I love the street. Even in villains in cartoons, it
Yeah.
still looks cool.
It's so funny too that people are not funny, but it's interesting how, the Malin streak has become popular fashion wise. It's become a sign of like rebellion and alt fashion, alternative fashion, at least here in the United States. Like everybody's doing it.
Are they?
Everybody like I would say 35 and younger, perhaps, maybe even older, are dyeing their hair. Sometimes it's white, but sometimes it's light like neon colors.
Yeah, I've seen that people with like
Yeah.
bright red hair and bright blue hair. I don't know what's it all about. Is that
Yeah.
an identity thing or is it? I don't know what I don't. I can't really comment on that. I don't know. I've never dyed my hair, so
I used to dye mine blonde, and then I was like, whoa, you're already like blonde. And then I stopped,
yeah.
and that's when I noticed the white. But I sent you a
It,
link of some
oh,
of the
on Instagram.
examples.
On
Yes.
Instagram. Let's have a quick look now. It's, it is right, where are we going? Where are we going?
Don't get lost in your phone there.
I know, sorry. It's saying, oh,
Or
stains
do. I
from
mean,
media.
sometimes it's fine.
I don't know. No, let me get in. Oh, hang on. No
Sorry if you
shit.
could
Is
hear
that the
that.
image? Is that the image? The
Oh,
what
yes. Yep. Those are my
mate?
hands. I photographed the moon with a telephoto lens, and then it's like a double exposure, or I use multiple enlargers in the darkroom to
Oh mate.
do negative sandwiches.
Seriously, that is. I was not expecting to see that. Wow,
Oh, cool. Well,
that's brilliant.
thanks. That's because of Benjamin Franklin right there.
That's because of you. That's that. Seriously, mate.
Well, thank you.
I've never seen anything like that before. Not knowing that you don't. I'd be took it again like that.
Um, I use a special kind of film and
Right,
I make my own
special.
developer.
Right.
It's ortholithofilm. So it's not traditional. It is traditional analog film, but it's high contrast and you have to process it with different chemistry than standard film, black and
Right.
white
Okay.
film,
Right.
to get the results. And because of that, it just works really well with using, the process that I use.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before.
it's because
Brilliant.
nobody did it. Well, people have electrocuted film before.
Yeah,
Absolutely. But specifically that way they have not. But it's open knowledge. Like it's
yeah,
I don't know. I don't believe in discovering something and then keeping it to myself. So that's why I'm just, if
yeah.
anybody listening ever does that, take pictures and tag me and call it a voltagram and I'll be happy.
Brilliant. I
Good
was going
enough.
to
Don't,
suggest we could use that for the episode artwork if you want. Is that, the third image? Sorry, love.
yes.
The one,
No, you're
two, yeah,
good.
the third image. Is that just like a self-portrait? Excuse me, and then the actual is that an actual bolt of lightning that?
So what I did, it is a self-portrait, and if you paint salt, basically a saline solution, um,
Right.
and then you let it dry so that just the
Yeah.
salt remains. When you electrocute it, the static charge travels across the salt crystals faster, so you can almost like paint with it. And so that
That's,
is a result of me painting with salt and then electrocuting it and
tell
getting
you
my
what, mate,
face.
that's like another technique I've never heard of. That's crazy. That
I get
painting with
bored and
salt.
I just do
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So basically painting with lightning. That's how I describe it because it sounds cool. I'm like, I paint with lightning, but it's really static electricity.
yeah. It's pretty cool, isn't it, really? I mean, I look at the quality of the image as well. It's like that's talent in it as well, if that makes sense.
Thank you. I do a process afterwards where I halochrome tone them, which is essentially where you make them look like metallic mirrors. So that when you look at it, it like moves when you move around it. I'll see if I can find a
Oh,
video for you while we're here.
so does that mean like it like shine in some areas or start glittery or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And it's
Is
all
that
done with like analog chemicals.
is that what it is? Chemicals?
Hmm.
Just dip it in some solution and then let it dry
Yeah,
or
you like
something.
soak
Yeah,
it.
I think I've
Yeah.
seen a couple of things. Might be different, I don't
Let me
know,
see
but
if
it's clever shit in it. Very clever,
here you
very
go. Here's a video. You're gonna see it here. Let me
clever.
send this to you.
Sweet.
All right, I'm sending this one to you. This will have a video and you'll see the what I mean when I say metallic. There's a couple of videos. You have to wear white gloves when you handle the prints because it will absorb the oils on your hand and you'll get a perfect print every time.
You have to wear white gloves.
Yes.
Right. Oh, is that what they come? Is that what they look like?
Yes, they kind of have like a metallic,
Like
they're positive
framed.
in
They
highlight,
look
negative
fucking
in
smart, aren't
shadows.
they? Oh, sorry for swearing.
No,
Right.
you're good. My co-host Sam, who's listening or will be listening, not right now because this is the past, but it's currently the present. But when she's listening to it, it's going to be the past, so she's in the future.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's going to be listening to this, and she swears like a sailor. And we have, people who listen anyways because they don't care, so we're fine.
Okay.
Our people don't care.
Okay. Sorry if I've offended anybody. Anyway. Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting them to look like that as well. They look like a silver frame, isn't it? Hey, they're smart, them, mate.
Yeah, so that silver frame is done because I put them in like an easel that has it blocks that. So that's pure white. So anything that's pure white becomes that pure silver
Yeah.
color.
How much do they cost?
Usually those 5x7 ones, those were done for
Excuse me.
um a zine. So I got hired to do an edition of 10 for Vigilante Darkroom zine. And so those were sold per edition, but usually
Right.
if I sell a or a halochromed voltagram, I usually 5 by 7 is about 75 US dollars, and then as they get bigger, they get more expensive. And as I do more layers, like it really they're priced based off of the print and how many of that print.
Oh, right.
So if it's a one of one, it'll be more expensive, but
Yeah.
if it's a one of 10, it'll be a little less expensive. So it's all custom and they come out randomly whenever I get
Right.
inspiration. So it's, kind of.
Yeah. That's quite cool, isn't it, really?
Well, thank you. I appreciate you asking about that. It is, connected. All of that art started when I started researching my ancestry over a decade ago. And it took a decade of that to finally be like, let me make a podcast about it because I find connections in everyday little
Yeah.
things and numbers speak to me. Like there's numbers tell me the future. Numbers speak to me in code. I'm not a math person, but I'm a patterns person. Pattern recognition helps me predict things, but it's all intuition.
Yeah.
And that intuition is part of making art in the darkroom and using electricity and channeling Benjamin Franklin, my ancestral energy, and embracing this Malin streak, and also being in tune to the weirdness
Yeah, I get
of
you
I've
mean.
always kind of
Yeah.
been an outsider.
I,
I've always been like I don't quite fit in anywhere. I never had a friend growing up that I felt was like I truly could be myself around. I always was reserved because I had this like
I,
fascination with what comes after,
yeah.
what came before, what do our dreams mean? I would try to fall asleep as a kid and voices like they'd be like, "Don't go to sleep," and I'd like wake up and be like, "What was that?" Like stuff kind of um just in tune to something. And the I say witch, but the sensitive gene, the one that predicts, that is in tune with these energies, is I don't know if it's only the feminine side because I think that there is some masculine energy as well in my line that encompasses this ability. I think that my brother is sensitive as well. I just think that I have a huge dose of it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And something that is relevant but doesn't quite seem like it is when I was supposed to have a twin sister and she died in the womb and I absorbed her and I have duplicated organs.
Oh,
And
I'm so
something,
sorry.
and it is, thank you. It is something that I carry with me. I carry her. I feel like this constant pull in another dimension, in another direction. I knew that I lost her before I knew that I lost her, if that makes sense. Um, and there's a whole community of people like us, vanished twin survivors, or vanished twin syndrome is a very real thing and it affects people in a lot of ways.
Do you know what? I'm sorry to just touch on that a little bit more because I have heard something about a connection with twins, especially.
Yeah. So vanished twin syndrome is, when a twin passes away and is
Yeah.
absorbed. But this creates this metaphysical link to the other side. Like I have part of me is dead. Half of me is dead. Half of me is somewhere else.
Right.
And back to the Malin streak, something that I didn't mention is the Native American, Cherokee, and Creek and other cultures and other tribes, excuse me, believe that the Malin streak also signifies dual nature, meaning your soul is divided. You have one part in the living realm and one part in the after, or in the in between, mortal versus immortal. So you are connected to that. So there's something all of these things, they are hovering around me as I exist, and it's like I'm just starting to put them together
Yeah.
and try to make sense of all of this. Because also, my imaginary friend as a kid used to predict the future. And I so believed that that was my twin sister, just sitting there telling me it was going to happen. And people would look at me and be like, "What are you talking about?
How
You're psychotic." And I'd be like, "No, man.
how
No, I'm telling you, man."
how accurate was it?
She predicted that my parents would live on Genesee Street. Her name was Genesee, and she would tell me that someday my parents would live on her street name. Like she just would tell me that. She told me that Benjamin Franklin was my uncle, which as a kid, like he's my cousin, but he's an
Yeah.
old man, so uncle. But she told me that, and I went and told all my friends, and they laughed at me, and they're like, "You're dumb. Your name's Franklin, but you're not related." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, my imaginary friend said I was," and they're like, "Yeah, exactly." Kind of like
Yeah.
that
So they
doesn't
just thought
fit. That doesn't go over well in elementary
they
school.
was they just thought you was basically had an imaginary friend and you was just chatting shit and just thought you was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep. And they'd tell me like, I mean, I probably made up stuff as a kid, but sometimes I was telling
Oh
the truth.
mate, kids do that.
Um,
Kids do that, but I don't think people realise that how much of it really is true. I mean, you think about when you were a kid, like growing up like that. How would you? You know it's going to sound crazy, no matter how you you know approach. What other way is there to say it? Doesn't matter, does it?
so, but yeah, needless to say, witches, like you said, are so important, and
So
not enough
important, mate.
people
So,
know the history of them and where they stand. So, did you want to talk more
oh yeah,
about them?
yes, please. And you know what? Specifically, if you could, like, what's most intriguing to you about a witch?
I think that it's interesting the balance between myth and fact, and how some people will say, "Oh, witches didn't exist. It was just, religious nuts trying to control powerful women and maintain a sense of order in society in the vision that they see fit." 100%, I agree with that. I think there's truth to that. But it started somewhere. Somebody There were healers, herbalists, natural healers. There were people carrying ancient traditions into the light. And yes, there were powerful women, but I think that
Very,
two
yeah,
things can be
yeah,
true at the same time.
yeah. I love that how it's portrayed. As in, I mean, for sure, witches can be interpreted
Yeah,
in many different ways. Some use hate witches,
yeah.
and some people use public witches because they used to help, especially it's what I mean. It's like many things, mate, that are demonized.
Hmm.
That's just how shit went down into it. And they were equally as helpful, like with remedies and stuff like that. And they made out to be.
My family,
Yeah,
they were herbalists.
all
They
herbalists.
created teas.
Nice.
Yes, and they created teas and concoctions for, like if you were
Yeah,
sick,
like if you had like flu
you.
or like if you like you said if you were sick, you like a witch doctor. That's
Hmm. And
quality
yeah,
that mate.
and that's what we think Francis Clinch was
Yeah,
was because Solomon was a farmer. His children were farmers, 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 but specifically they dried like there was an article I found where there was a farmer's market,
Oh yeah.
basically, and they were known for their cherries and their dried herbs.
All right,
So
that's
I was
interesting.
like, okay, guys,
Yeah,
all right, yeah,
I like that. So they probably had like some sort of fruit farm, maybe.
yeah,
Good quality, that wasn't it?
yeah. And that's the no, that's the missing piece is like this specific practice has been lost. So it's all, left to intuition and going with my gut and trying to practice
Yeah,
or be what am I drawn to? What things do I feel like I should be doing? What should I be growing? What should I be drying? What should I be drinking?
yeah.
You know, stuff like that, connecting.
Do you actually grow cherries? Oh,
No, but
right.
what's interesting is cherries are my favorite.
Oh,
I love them.
excuse
My
me, I
son
love
loves
cherries too.
cherries.
Yeah,
They're so good.
yeah,
And when
definitely.
I was growing up, I used to call this patch of land that I would play in and walk to school through, I'd call it the Cherry
The
Grove.
cherry grove.
And I don't know, yeah,
Did they
I called it the Cherry Grove, and no one knows why. I just did.
did did they have cherries then as well?
There were no cherries there. I just called it the Cherry Grove.
Right.
And just random piece of information. And then I come from a line of people known for
Yeah.
growing cherries. Just why did I say that? I was the only person that called it that. It was called the feeder bed, but I called it the Cherry Grove.
The feet of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get that many places really, but like when you can go like strawberry farm picking or raspberry and all that. You see like they're advertised around Croft and Winnick, but excuse me, you don't get that many posters of like cherry farms. Not really. I don't see many of them anyway. But
Yeah.
they wish they'd have fucking had one for me and you go. You know.
They won awards for their cherries. There's like documents where they
Yeah.
won awards.
Just
They were big cherry farmers.
maybe one day.
Just have to add some cherries to my tattoo sleeve going forward.
Are they difficult to grow?
I have no idea. I've never looked into it, but I feel like I should.
Yeah.
So,
Madness into.
um,
But yeah, like the witches grow anything specific, if that makes sense.
yeah.
What do they grow?
The most thing that I saw referenced was like floral based teas, so like flowers, but edible flowers. There was like a lot of lavender specifically. Um,
I get yeah.
and that's really all I could find, like lavender
So they'll
and
grow like
I want to say black tea. Black tea is what the
black
base, like,
tea.
yeah,
What's
the base.
black tea?
Yes, black tea.
What's
Hmm.
black tea?
I don't I don't know if they grew the black tea or if they like I'm not sure, but I know that they had they used black tea for tasseography and they would
Tasseography.
mix in their
I think I've heard you
their
mention
their
this before.
yeah, and they
How do you
would
spell
put
it again,
in
mate? Please.
it's wait, Graphy.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Tasseography.
So, yeah, combination. So like I'm not sure specifically like what
Excuse me,
other
sorry.
herbs. How dare you?
Uh,
I should not try to do an English accent when I am
how very
talking
dare
to
you?
you. That would, you would be like, stop. Well, you'd actually be like, stop.
No,
That's
that's
wrong. That doesn't sound like
you
you.
talk like that down where your family's from, posh down there,
Oh,
look.
really? They talk like this down there.
That was quite good. I like it.
Thank you. It must be in my genes.
What?
Must run in me blood. I don't know what that
I
was. I
know.
don't know what that was.
What you know, mate, nearly choked then.
I was like, oh no, did we lose ya? General Lee, are you
That was
good?
a good one. It was a good one. Yeah, so
So
could go either way, couldn't it?
I think it's pretty cool that you were able to validate or give, you gave more information to some of these folk stories that my family has been telling. Like you kind of help, validate them a little bit and make me dig deeper. I wouldn't have done this research if I hadn't,
Oh,
if you hadn't reached out on Instagram, this wouldn't have happened in
yeah.
this way. So it's really, really awesome that you've helped me make more connections and I've
Oh,
learned a lot about witchery in England.
yeah. I tell you what, honestly, mate, like it really is. It's like super fascinating, especially when the laws changed and the Civil War, and there's quite a little bit of Civil War history as well, I where I live, especially with Oliver Cromwell.
Really?
We can go into that next time we record if you want, especially when we're
Yeah,
talking
that sounds great.
about Witchfinder and your family history as well. Crazy how
Yeah.
crazy. I think he's amazing. Would you like to let everybody know where they can well, check out your channel on YouTube, like plug your YouTube channel. Let everybody know how they can get hold of you.
So, well, you can check out Who Are You podcast on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcast. But YouTube is a safe bet. It's who, the word who, and then the letter R and the letter U. And it's curious stories of family lore. You should be able to find it pretty easily. It's Wietze and Sam. Those are your hosts. I'm Wietze. Sam could not be here today because she just spent 9 days at a festival and she's recovering from a
9 days at a festival.
acid-induced dance. Yeah, I think it was
What
9 days. It might have been
what
7,
festival was
but yeah.
it?
She went to Halloween in
What was it
Florida.
called? Sorry.
Halloween in Florida. You're
Halloween.
good. Um, yes. So
Never heard of
she had a
that.
blast, and she's regretfully unable to join us, but she's excited to listen, and
Oh,
we're
thank
gonna
you
talk about
anyway.
it in the episode after this. So
Halloween, yeah, I'll have to have a look into that. Is it like some sort of like Halloween kind of festival of music and that?
they definitely embrace Halloween. There's costumes and stuff, but it's a lot of just musicians,
Yeah, I think I
dance
get you.
club, EDM type stuff,
Right,
different stages,
right, yeah, yeah,
vendors, artists sharing art,
right.
So yeah. So they did that and she just went back to work today, so she's hurting a little bit. So I was like, "Don't worry. I got this. It's fine."
Yeah, I get you, mate. I get you. Yeah.
And where can we listen to you? How would the listeners that listen to Who Are You
Oh,
podcast
yeah,
find
thank you
you?
very much, dear. Subconscious Realms on Spotify, Apple Pod, um, I'm on all your major podcast platforms, just not on YouTube. I really enjoyed speaking to you tonight. It's been quality.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Can't wait to speak to you again as well. But yeah,
Yes, definitely. There'll
yeah.
be a follow-up,
Oh, for
so
sure. Yeah,
really
yeah.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detour, mate. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, we'll do a follow up. And
I'll watch that movie, Witchfinder
yeah,
General.
Witchfinder
And
General.
anybody listening, watch it as well.
Yeah, if anybody, please try listen to it. I'll try listen to it. Try and watch it if you can, but as soon as possible. Yeah, it's a quality film, that British folk horror, like from late
That'd be
'60s.
fun.
Yeah, it's a quality film.
But maybe
Um,
we'll do a bonus episode and like drop it randomly on our feed
yeah,
after
yeah,
this.
that'll be
So,
quality, that mate, on it.
well, do you have any final thoughts about Matthew Hopkins or the witch hunt or witches in general or anything? Anything you want to leave the listeners with?
Oh, I mean, look at look at just look into it for yourself, and you'll understand what I mean pretty much straight away. How important witches are. Um, yeah, I can't really say any more than that at the minute.
Awesome.
My head's a little bit mashed. Sorry, sorry.
Hey, we've been
Yeah,
talking for over an hour, and I think that they have quality stuff to listen to. So we just appreciate this collab, and I look forward to our next.
yeah, me
So,
too, mate.
well, thanks for being here, fam, for our 10th official episode with our special guest, General Lee from Subconscious Realms. This has been our first Swapcast episode, and we hope for many more in the future. Thanks for listening, fam, and never stop asking yourself, who are you?